Oh boy, look who's reviewing Skechers. Yeah, this guy. Ginger Runner. What's up everybody, Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner here for another GingerRunner.com review, and not just one, not just two, but three. That's right, 3 reviews today, all from the same company, Skechers. You are currently watching my review of Skechers GORUN 3. Not 1, not 2, 3. So as I mentioned, I do have 2 other reviews. If you would like to go watch those first, you can do so. All you have to do, just click the links. Just click the links on the shoes. I have the GORUN Ultra or the GOMEB Speed 2. You can go ahead and click those. I'll give you a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. But it looks like you're gonna stick around for the GORUN 3, which is a very smart choice. I actually, can't believe I'm saying it, like this shoe. So let me first start by saying that I was very skeptical of Skechers running shoes. However, you see people like Keflezighi winning the Boston Marathon in a pair of Skechers. You see Goucher signing with Skechers. Obviously, there's something to these shoes that I am missing out on. So Skechers was like, hey, Ginger Runner, we're gonna send you some samples, get your feet in them, run in them, let us know what you think. And let my first words be, I am surprised. I am pleasantly surprised in these shoes. There are things that I like about them, there are things that I dislike about them. However, I did not expect them to be as good as they are. So let's get into the dirtiness, shall we? Let's get our feet and hands a little bit muddy. Don't know why I would put it like that, but let's talk about the GORUN 3. Things that I like, M Strike. Now this is something that Skechers has been adding to their running shoes. I think it's smart, I think it actually works. There's a bit of a bump, a bit of a lump of midsole material right here in the midfoot. It actually allows your foot to rock forward, pushing you towards striking in your midfoot, forefoot area as opposed to your heel. I like it because it continues to propel you forward and you kind of roll off that M bump. Of the 3 shoes that I'm reviewing today, this by far has the most pronounced M strike. So when I first put the shoes on, even just walking around the house, it felt very uncomfortable. It felt weird. I will say that it took actually running in the shoe, putting a good 20-30 miles in the shoe, to realize, oh, it works. Light. The shoes are 7.5 ounces. That is damn light. That is far lighter than I expected. It's a combination of really lightweight materials, really light EVA, and keeping things fairly simple. Seamless upper. While the outside of the upper has plenty of overlays, most of which are stitched on, the inside is actually very smooth. You can run in the shoe sockless, it's not a big deal. They have insoles that are removable, so you can also run in them without the insoles and it's still seamless. Very comfortable shoe. Nice wide toe box. And not only is it plenty wide for your foot display, but the fabric up here is actually a little bit stretchy. So those of you who have a bit wider feet and need plenty of toe splay, these shoes actually allow that. That stretching material actually works. Okay, well there are things that I like about the shoe. Like I mentioned, there are things that I dislike, and here they are. Midsole thickness. Now while the shoe retains a 4mm drop from heel to toe, which I like, I think that's great, the outsole is made of the midsole material, minus a few rubber spots here and there for traction or grip. But overall, the pattern that they have here is very reminiscent of the Brooks Pure Connect, which if you remember my reviews from those shoes, I disliked because of the podded outsole. And when you have pods and you have gaps between the pods, the EVA is thinner. I have gotten to the point when I can absolutely feel these gaps between the pods while I run. I feel the thinness on the lateral side of my feet, and it's very noticeable and it's become pretty bothersome. Too flexible of an upper. I'm not just talking to the toe box. I actually don't mind the toe box. It actually comes right here in the midfoot. It's really difficult to get a really solid fit on this particular shoe. Every time I crank it down, I feel like the laces in combination with this upper begin to stretch a little bit. Floppy tongue. So the tongue in this particular shoe is actually really thin. There's no padding to it, it's just literally a thin piece of fabric, but it is gusseted, and what ends up happening is that fabric begins to overlap, so you get some folds along the top of your foot. It can lead to chafing, it can lead to hot spots, so just be wary of that. And finally, wear and tear. About 45 miles on this particular pair of shoes, and I'm already wearing through this EVA. I can see tons of wear patterns all the way along the bottom. I don't know how long this EVA will last me. I'm guessing maybe 100, 150 miles before it wears out and I have to get a new pair of shoes. The good news is that the shoes are really cheap, so you can buy another pair. However, I should not be blasting through them so quickly. So that's it for dislikes. Overall, I will say this about the GORUN 3. Of the 3 shoes that I reviewed today, it's my favorite. It's the one that I put the most miles in and feel like I could actually run a long distance race, whether a half marathon or a full marathon. You can definitely get away with that in this pair of shoes. So don't let your preconceived notions of Skechers determine whether or not you try this shoe on or not. I think it's worth it at least to put your foot into it. So without further ado, let's get on with the points. Quality, I'm gonna have to give it 3 out of 5 on quality, mainly because of the EVA thickness, the upper stretchiness, and the wear and tear on this pair of shoes. Comfort, I like the M Strike technology in this shoe. I think it's really pronounced, but it actually works really well. 4 out of 5 on comfort. Price, as I mentioned, $75. Cheapest of the 3 shoes I'm reviewing today, 5 out of 5. That is an incredible deal. $75, you don't find that very often for a full priced shoe. And finally, looks, I'm actually gonna give it 4 out of 5. I don't think this is a terrible looking shoe. I would say it's borderline 3 out of 5 because of the patent leather overlays. I really don't like that idea. I think it should just be welded overlays as opposed to stitched on fake leather. But I think the color combinations and I think the lightness and all the other little design elements, I think it contributes to a pretty good looking shoe. I'll round up. I'll give it 4 out of 5. Which brings our grand total to 16 out of 20 for the Go Run 3. Not a bad score, not a bad score at all. So the question of the day, have you run in the Go Run 3? If you have, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of it? Are you surprised by the Skechers? And don't forget to go watch the other 2 reviews that I have of Skechers today, the Go Run Ultra or the Go Med Speed 2. Go ahead and click either one of these. I'll give you a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. And with all that being said, I thank you very much for watching this review. If you liked it, please like, favorite, and subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/thegingerrunner. Don't forget, I'm on all the social networks. Over on Twitter, @thegingerrunner. On Facebook, facebook.com/thegingerrunner. I'm on Instagram, @EthanNewberry. And of course, gingerrunner.com. Do not forget, every single Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm here doing a live show where you can interact with me. What's with the voices? I'm exhausted. I hope you guys are getting out there training hard, racing harder, and partying the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.